Right, children, welcome to day 35 of the ICT Games Daily Dollop of Maths, keeping the math skills bubbling over while we can't be in school. Thanks for coming back. Please be sat with an adult. Please have a piece of paper and a pencil ready. And please join in and call out. Sorry, this thing, what I've got on the screen for you now is something that I shouldn't be showing you because it's nothing to do with your level. It's for reception children, but I thought it was so. I enjoyed making it so much I couldn't help showing you. It's 5 little speckled frogs, which I know, guys, is super easy for you. So don't worry. I'm not suddenly gone even easier. But the idea, I spent so long on it while I wasn't recording these videos that I couldn't help showing you. So the idea is you sing 5 little speckled frogs, that song, and then you can send them in the water, and there's one less each time, and he does a really gross chewing. I'll leave a link so you can have a play with it later if you fancy it. Okay, right now, let's get on with our level of stuff. So here we go. So this is wrong. This is not the correct symbol. That's because I haven't turned it on yet. Which symbol will we see in here? Pause the video and write on your piece of paper 58 and then the correct symbol here and then 72. Off you go. Right, okay, let's have a look. So 58 is less than 72, so the symbol we'll get is the less than sign. 58 is less than, is fewer than 72. Let's try another one. Right, we've got 34, we've got 43. I haven't switched it on yet. It would be better if this symbol wasn't showing, really. Now that's incorrect. That's not the right symbol. They're not equal. Pause the video, write that out with the correct symbol there. Well done, guys. Okay, let's have a look. So is 34 less than or more than 43? Let's have a look. 34 is less than, is fewer than 43. Okay, some people like to say that this is a crocodile and the crocodile always eats the bigger number. I always remember it that this side is smaller. The gap here is bigger, the gap here is smaller. So that's how I remember it. Okay, well, now here's a bit different. 31 add 10 and 42. Okay, pause the video, write that out for me. And what's the correct symbol to go in here? Okay. So 31 add 10, so here's 31. If I was going to add 10, it would now be, 41. So let's go back, see if we can find the right one, sorry. 31 add 10, so that's going to be 41. Is 41 more than or less than 42? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's fewer than, it's less than. Okay, last one of these. 87 and 78 take away 10. What symbol will we get here? So pause the video and write that out for me. Okay, guys. So we've got 87 and we've got 78 take away 10. Let's just have a look at that. Here's 51, 61, 71, 81. Whoop, the other way. What was I trying to make again? I've forgotten. 78. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I'm just going to split that one and get rid of some. There we go. You guys can go. Right, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 70, 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 78 there. And it says 78 take away 10. So there's 78. If you take away 10, we've now got 68. Well done, fantastic. So let's have a look at that. So 87, does it equal 68? Let's have a look. No, 87 is more than. And again, some people like to think that the crocodile always eats the bigger number. I always like to think, well, this gap is bigger and it's smaller at this side. So this must mean this number is bigger than this number. Okay, let's do another little bit of review, see if we can remember some stuff from before. This is from a while back, reading scales. The scale is in grams. Write that down on your piece of paper How much does that envelope weigh, that letter weigh? What is the mass of that envelope? It's a tricky one, isn't it? Because there's no number written on here to save space. Here is 0, here is 100. Halfway between 0 and 100 is 50. Here's 100. Oh, can't quite see this number. That's 200. Halfway between 100 and 200 is, well, something to do with 50. It's 150. 150 chickens. No, sorry, 150 grams. Let's do one more of those. Let's do a tricky one. Ooh. Pause the video and have a think about that one. Okay, 100, 200, 300. It's not made it to 400. 350. This halfway is 350. Each one of these lines is counting in tens. 360, 370, 380 grams. Okay, let's move on. Okay, right, so I go to the shop. I've got 10p. I spend 3p of my money, of my 10p, on a chocolate bar. How much money have I got left in my pocket? If I had 10p and I've already spent 3, how much is left? 3 and made in heaven. 3 and, yeah, fantastic. 7. How would you make 7 with money? What coins could you use? Yeah, I'd use a 5 and a 2, I think. But there's quite a few different ways you could do that. Let's do another one. Go to the shops. I've got 20p. I buy a pack of pencils for 10p. How much money have I got left? Yeah. 10 again. Double 10 is 20. And what coins could I use? Yeah, I think I might use 2 5s maybe. Fantastic. Okay, I go to the shops again. I've got 10p again, and I buy half a dozen eggs. Half a dozen eggs. A dozen is 12. Half a dozen is 6. And it costs 6p. I spent 6p. How much money have I got left? How much of my 10p have I got left? Have I spent 6? Yeah, 4p. Oh dear, I've gone and done it for you. There we go. Right. Okay. Now we're going to finish. A quick one today. We only did change very quickly at the before we stopped last week, so we're going to have another look at change to make ourselves feel super comfortable with that. So I'm going to give change from 10p. Now
you're the shopkeeper. You have to scan the items. The customer will pay you some money, and you have to give them their change.
Sorry about that. Right. Okay. Now let's just look at how change works. What happens is, you go to the shops. Somebody pay. If you're paying 10p for something that only costs 5p, that's not fair, is it? If they walk out the door with this hamster ball, the value of which was only 5p, and they've paid 10p, that's not fair. It's not a fair swap. They've not been given the value that they brought into the shop. If you're paying with 10p, how much change do they need? They need to go home with a 5p hamster wheel and a 5p coin.
Thank you for my change.
Okay, so this apple juice costs 2p, but they paid 10 with a 10p coin, and that's not fair. So we have to make sure that what they go home with comes to the value of 10p. So this is 2p. How can we make them go home with a value of 10p? If they've given us 10p, we've got to give them 10p worth of something. We've given them 2p of their. This is worth 2p. How are we going to make up the change? 2 and feeling great. 2 and 8. What coins would you use? What coins? Yeah, I think I'd use a 5, a 2, and a 1. I think.
Thank you for my change.
Okay, oh, Chinook. Right, okay, so the Chinook, the value is only 9p. They're going to go home with a 9p Chinook, having paid 10p. We've got to make sure they go home with a value of 10p. So we've got this 9p Chinook and some change to make it up to 10p. to make it a fair swap. How much do we need to give them? Yeah, 1p. Okay,
Thank you for my change.
Try something a bit trickier. Let's try giving change, but from 20p.
You're the shopkeeper.
Oh, sorry.
You have to scan the items, the customer will pay you some money, and you have to give them their change.
Okay, right. So they're buying bread. The value of the bread is 7p. And they're going to go home with a 7p loaf of bread, having paid 20p, and that's not fair. So we've got to send them home with bread and some money to make what they've got up to 20p. So, and 7 made in heaven. Yeah, 3. That gets us to the 10p. But actually, they paid 20p. So we give them another 10. So 13p altogether.
Thank you for my change.
You're using the same bonds of 10 skills here. This one will be easier. So they've paid 20p. The spaceship's value is only 10p. They've got to go home with a 10p spaceship, having paid 20p. That's not fair. We've got to make the value. We've got to make them go home with a spaceship and some money that altogether adds up to 10p. Sorry, 20p. Yeah, so they've got a 10p spaceship and 10 pence coin. So the value of the spaceship and the coin altogether is 20p. So we've been given 20p. They go home with a spaceship and 10p. Okay. Oh, sorry, I should press check.
Thank you for my change.
Okay, well, it's a short one today. So if you fancy something to do, you could have a little go. I'll put the link for the 5 speckled frogs. I know it's way too easy. They're just so cute. I spent so long on it. I wanted to show you. And then please have a go at this giving change. I'll put the link below as well. Year ones, if you can have a go at the giving change from 10p, but let's go back to the main menu. Definitely have a go with paying. Sorry, that was the frogs in the background. Definitely have a go of paying for things. If you feel like being really brave, year ones, you could have a go at the giving change as well. But year ones, if you're going to do it, keep it within 10p. Year twos, you could really be doing it within 50p, or if you try this one, up from £1. Okay, so your prize today is you know when you go really fast on your bike and you want to slow down, you've got something extra now. Some jet fighters, when they land, they have like a parachute that comes out the back of the tail of the aeroplane. Imagine you're cycling along really fast and your friends are trying to catch up with you, and you dodge them by slowing down really fast. You've got a parachute that comes out the back of your bike, and it slows you right down. And then your friends go whooshing by. Okay, well done, guys. Thanks for your time today. Have a nice afternoon, and see you tomorrow.